So this is as far as I got today with this. Um, Turning out pretty good. Um, that's supposed to be like a lily with the eyeball there. Uh, yeah. Um, Work in progress, but it's turning out just day by day, I guess. Um, haven't touched this in a while, so that's the same. Um, Tracing. That's how the tracing's going. Um, Sketching. I was sketching for the last few nights. That's what it's supposed to be like. My idea behind this was like a baby Spartan holding a sword, but then I just got creative with it, and it doesn't really look like a baby, more like a grown man just taking a nap, holding something. Haven't figured out what yet. And yesterday night when I was or about to go to sleep, I had the idea of doing like a outdoor painting project. Like have have like a have like 3 stations set up where it's just like giant canvases, probably like the size of like this one. I don't know the exact size, maybe like 6 by 6 or 7 feet by 7 feet, something like that. And have 3 of those set up on a stand so it's vertical. And have people just paint whatever they want, right? And I thought that was kind of a good idea just because it's a fun thing to do. I was thinking of like doing this at the beach, so like people are just chilling there anyways, so may as well paint. And then I had like I couldn't sleep because like I just started writing down ideas. That's kind of what it would look like. I was going to call it, I'd probably change the name, but the Moving Mural Project. So like those are the 3 stands with a paint giant canvases on it, a donation table. Each canvas would be themed, so yeah, people can just paint whatever is whatever they feel like, as long as it's according to the theme. And it's had a few rules, like no painting over someone else's work. It has to be on theme and nothing hateful or evil or anything like that. And then I just wrote down a few places where I could set this up, possibly. Vancouver Art, like in the front of Vancouver Art Gallery, I think would be a cool place. Third Beach at Stanley Park, somewhere in Granville Island, somewhere in Mount Pleasant. So like, yeah. And then there would, I don't know if there would be sponsors. Uh, this is something that I could possibly do by myself, but I think it would be kind of interesting, or I don't know. I don't know if it would be better to have sponsors. It would make it a lot cheaper. Not that I have like a lot of money or anything, but yeah, I don't know. It's just an idea that I'm really thinking about because I feel like it's going to be a good way to gain awareness, to do kind of how can I say this? I guess to, yeah, the best way to say it is just to gain more to gain more awareness of my brand, of what I do, and meet people, network, um, and and I at the end of it, at the end of the day, like I'll set it up for like a whole 12 hours, and or maybe even like 16 hours, right? From dawn to dusk, something like that. And anyone that feels like painting can paint on it, and I have no idea what the outcome would be. That's the part that really grabs me, that I'm really interested in seeing, is like the final product. But yeah, I've been, I was just playing the tape in my head of how that would go, how I would set it up, how I would need to build the stands, and how I would have to make the canvases, because there's no canvases that big. Like, this canvas is actually a Home Depot um, paint, like drop canvas that you put on the ground, so when you're painting a wall, paint doesn't fall onto that. Like, I just primed that and then started painting over it. Pretty much, that's all I did with that. Um, but it's cheap, it's effective, and it's good enough, pretty much. Um, but yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would call that project. I would do this in the summertime, and I was thinking of like doing it once every week during the summer, for like, so June, July, August. So for 12-ish weeks on like a Saturday, I would set these canvases up, and yeah, people will paint, and and then I had another idea where people, it would be like a booth, a pretty big booth, to fit like maybe three or four people in it, and one canvas, pretty big again, where people can just throw paint. And that would be really messy, and I don't know how I would stop the paint from getting onto the ground. So it had to be an entire box, pretty much. um, yeah, I don't know. I've been just thinking of ways of how I can market myself, how I can get more awareness, how I can meet people, and all of that. Cause yeah, because right now everything's been really slow. Everything's been really, how can I say, just not good. Um, like, my head's above water, which is nice, but it's just like, I think I said this previously, but like, I'm on autopilot for most of the day. I work during the day, so um, I try to be as present as I can be when I'm there, but there's something always pulling me to do art, to come back to HFE, as HFE studio, and my photography, and my creativity. There's always something pulling me back. Like, there was probably like a period of 6 months or so, 8 months, where I really thought I was gonna quit, where I really thought I was going to just focus on my welding career. Um, and, but I don't know. Just recently, there was something. I don't know what it was. I was just, I kind of remember I just didn't like myself. I didn't like how I was feeling. I didn't like what I was seeing. I didn't like how I was behaving. Just I was comfortable. I was content. And that's not me. I do like being comfortable. I try my best to be content with things, but there's always, I guess that's just the addict in me. Not the only thing I'm addicted to really is cigarettes. And I guess being alone. I really like being alone. Yeah, so I forget what I was talking about, but yeah, those were a few ideas for how I can how I can gain more brand awareness and all that. But it's going to be, if I do it alone, it would be very expensive, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. But I need to decide soon if I will, because summer, it's April, like it's April 18th, so that means, yeah, we're more than halfway through April. April, May, June, so we're like 1 month away from June. So I would only have a bit more than, I would have to decide like this week if I want to do that project. It would be fun. It would be, okay, so the pros would be I would meet a lot of people. It would be a fun thing to do. I could film it. I could video it. I could get content from it. The cons would be, it would be expensive. It would be, what other cons would there be? I can't think of anything. I can't think of any other cons. Other than just it would be expensive. If that's the case, and I am tired, so maybe my brain's just not firing right now. So maybe that's why I can't think of other cons. But if I do, but as of right now, the only one is it's expensive, which doesn't outweigh the pros. Like I feel like if I do follow through with this project, it would help a lot. You know, it's like the future Sheldon would be really happy that I did this project. But yeah, 8:18 p.m. right now. I have work tomorrow, which is going well. Like I like the job. I like the people. It's going great. You know, it's like there's nothing to complain about. It's just this feeling inside of me that's just like I have to do something. It is a creative job though. Like I am working with metal. I like working with metal. Like another project I plan to do is just go to the junkyard, grab as much like junk metal as I can and make sculptures, or one sculpture or something. You know, it's like that's something I want to do this summer as well. And these are all things that I'm going to put into the art show, whenever that's going to be, next year, 5 years, 10 years, who knows. But yeah, being a welder is good. It's nice and steady work. You know, it's like I wake up every day with a purpose. Even though today I was kind of like, I only slept for like 2 hours last night. I slept for 2 hours. I think I went to sleep around like 9 yesterday. Woke up around 10 or 11, and then had this idea of the canvas project, or the moving mural project, and tried going back to sleep, couldn't, and then started writing it down, started working how I would just work in my head, working it out how it would go, and then I stayed up till like 2:30, 3 a.m. and then woke up around 5:20, something like that. And yeah. And then got home, took a little nap, and then started tracing a little bit and painting, and ate food. So yeah. But yeah. That's today. Thanks for watching.